Thank you for being here. I'm Robert Yolda, Public Works Director for City of Calabasas. I'm pleased. Thank you. I'm pleased to announce this is our third location for vehicle electric charging, and efforts of my staff, Dr. Farsadi, should be well said, and support of council and city manager. And we are looking forward for more, and I will have Mayor explain all that stuff. So before I take away all this speech, I would like to invite Mayor David Shapiro to come here and help us with this ribbon cutting ceremony. Mayor, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone here and the millions watching around the world. Thousands, hundreds. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. Very thrilled to be here to celebrate the ribbon cutting for our 2 brand new EV charging stations. Our city, first let me introduce a few dignitaries who are here today. One of my colleagues is here, very proud, big supporter of environmental causes for the city, Councilmember Fred Gaines. And of course, our fantastic city manager, Dr. Gary Lysick. And somebody's a big fan of yours back there, I think. And of course, nobody introduced you, but our Director of Public Works, Robert Yalda. Thank you for everything you do as well. We have a lot of other individuals here, a number of which I'll mention in a little bit. Our city is dedicated to leading the way when it comes to environmental issues and supporting causes such as those we reach here today with Charging Station. Right across the street, you were all here, I'm sure, for the cutting of the ribbon for the Las Virgenes Creek Restoration Project Phase 2, one of our greatest accomplishments in the city. Nearby, we have the Green Street project on Malibu Hills Road, which we're continuing to work on. And we have 2 new charging stations also for electric vehicles going in at the Calabasas Swim and Tennis Center early next year. I want to thank again our entire Department of Public Works, especially Robert Yalda, Alex Farsadi, and their whole department for designing, administering, and making all this possible today. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to EVgo and Heidi Krantz, who's here today. Thank you very much for constructing and supplying the electrical vehicle charging stations to help Calabasas become greener, a more environmentally safe city. So thank you very much. This construction of these 2 chargers and EV charging stations here at De Anza Park were no cost to our city, no cost to our residents, and that's in large part thanks to EVgo and, of course, our Director of Public Works, Robert Yalda. Thank you very much. Electric vehicles, as we all know, are the future. The future's already here. We have a brand new car right here. I was told I get to take it for a test drive for about a year. I don't know if that's true. But we're all going to be, especially in California and in Calabasas, looking at electric vehicles as the way of the future, and we in Calabasas want to lead that effort with what we're doing all around our town, more and more electric vehicle charging stations whenever possible. Electric vehicles provide multiple benefits for our local residents. Cleaner air, reducing our carbon footprint, a big fuel cost savings, especially these days, and avoiding future reliance on overseas and imported oil. These EV charging stations and those going in at the Calabasas Tennis and Swim Center show our city's continued commitment and respect and desire for our city to improve our quality of life for all our residents. I thank you for being here today, and it's my pleasure to introduce today the Director for EVgo, Heidi Krantz. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you, Mayor Shapiro. Thank you, Mayor Shapiro and members of the council and the Public Works and the city mayor's office, the manager's office. We are very excited to be here. And I'm pleased to represent EVgo as one of their longest employees here. This opening of this fast charging station is another one in the grand scheme of many stations that EVgo is rolling out. We are the largest fast charging and most reliable network. We have 750 stations across the United States in 34 states, and we are continuing to grow. In 2019, we increased our numbers by 40%, our stations, and these representing that, and then the continuing adding at the Calabasas Swim and Tennis Club. One of the things that we like to point out that we're different from other stations is we name our chargers. So I'd like to introduce you to Mel and to Pedro. And yes, Mel and Pedro are 50 kilowatt EVgo fast chargers that will provide 90 miles of range in 30 minutes. They are 100% fueled on renewable energy. That's our commitment to the clean transportation. I'm also excited to share that earlier this year, we announced as a company that every electric mile charged on our fast charging network is powered by 100% renewable energy. At EVgo, we believe in fast charging for all, and we look forward to continuing to support the Calabasas community with these chargers and more as we move on in the future. Thank you.